Stutthof, located east of Danzig, was a notorious Nazi concentration camp where over 65,000 people died due to starvation, disease, forced labor, executions, and gas chambers. Among the many SS personnel, a number of female guards were known for their cruelty. One such figure was Elisabeth Becker, who became infamous for her brutal role in the selection and death of prisoners. Born on July 20th, 1923 in Neudiek, Danzig, Elisabeth grew up in a German household. As a teenager, she joined the League of German Girls, BDM, the female wing of the Nazi Party's youth movement. The BDM indoctrinated young girls into Nazi ideology, training them to be loyal wives and mothers for the Reich. Physical fitness, Nazi songs, propaganda, and even a year of farm service were part of their regime. During World War II, these girls were taught to believe that the invasion of Poland was justified, and many, like Becker, pursued careers aligned with Nazi beliefs. In her early years, Elisabeth worked in local businesses and as a tram conductor. However, in 1944, as Germany suffered a shortage of male guards, women from Danzig, including Becker, were recruited by the SS to serve in camps like Stutthof. Though some argue she may have had little choice, others highlight her ambition and ideological alignment with the Nazis. Stutthof, initially a civilian internment site, became a concentration camp in 1942. By 1943, it expanded significantly with added crematoria and a gas chamber capable of killing 150 people at a time. Thousands perished from disease, starvation, or outright executions. Women like Irma Gries, Jenny Wanda Barkman, and Hertha Boda gained infamy for their sadistic behavior, and Becker joined their ranks. Elisabeth Becker served at Stutthof for just 4 months, but her role was significant. She participated in the selection process, where weak or sick inmates were chosen for death in the gas chambers. Survivors later testified that Becker was directly involved in sending at least 30 women to their deaths, and was feared by prisoners, despite her young age. On January 15, 1945, as the Soviet forces advanced, Becker fled the camp. However, she was arrested 3 months later and stood trial in the first Stutthof trials in Danzig. Alongside 5 other women, including Barkman, she faced justice. Though her time at the camp was shorter than others, her involvement in selections and cruelty toward inmates led to her conviction. Initially, the court considered commuting her sentence to 15 years in prison, recognizing her relatively short tenure at Stutthof. But after reviewing her actions and receiving no presidential clemency, Becker's death sentence was upheld. On July 4, 1946, at Biskupia Gorka, Elisabeth Becker was publicly hanged before a crowd of 200,000. She was led to the gallows, climbed onto a truck, and after the noose was fastened around her neck, the truck was driven away. She was just 22 years old at the time of her execution. Despite her youth, Elisabeth Becker was remembered as a woman who embraced Nazi ideology and caused immense suffering. Her story is a grim reminder of how indoctrination, blind loyalty, and unchecked power can turn an ordinary person into a perpetrator of unimaginable cruelty.